So we're looking at the idea of adding and subtracting of fractions. So we can add and subtract fractions, or addition or subtraction of fraction is like stacking or removing equal slices of a block. To count them properly, the slice must be the same size. That means the denominator must be same. So we'll understand all of this. So let me actually take up this. We'll make use of this. So basically what we are talking about is, if I want to add, say something like this with some other situation, say this. If I want to add this, it's like stacking over this two part. But to do that, what we have to do is we need to have a common base. That is, we need to divide all of these parts so that the smallest section, that is the fractional unit of both, matches. Only then we can stack it up. The stacking can happen only when the sizes are same, right? The sizes remain the same. So basically adding is like, for example, let me do this. Say I have this two and this. I can add this two by doing the simple process. Copy, paste, and copy, paste. So that is your addition. As simple as that. But what the funda is telling is the sizes have to be same. The size has to be same so that we can communicate. This represents say 2 by 5 and this represents 1 by 5. And this will be what? 3 by 5. If the slices are not same, like over here, if we stack it, what will you communicate exactly? It's not about just physical stacking, it's about communicating with numbers. So this can happen only if the denominator is same. Okay, so don't worry, we'll be doing that now. So to do this, we are using Brahmagupta's method to add fractions. The first step is to find the equivalent fraction so that the fractional unit is common for both the fractions or all the fractions. So this is done by finding the common multiple of the denominator. Then once we have that, add the equivalent fractions with the same fractional units, that is, add the numerators and keep the same denominator. Then finally express the result in the lowest term if need be. So simplify by dividing with the common factor between the numerator and denominator, whatever is the greatest common factor, divide it with that. So we have done all of this. Similarly, we can do the subtraction as well. Instead of adding, we subtract. Okay. So that's about subtraction addition. Now we'll take up an example. What we have here is 1 by 4 and 2 by 4. Let me show this. Say this is 1 by, this was 1 by 4. Yeah, 1 by 4. And this is 2 by 4. So can you see that the slices are same? So what I can do is basically, if I'm adding this two, so if I'm adding this, or let me go over here. If I'm adding this, oh my bad. If I'm adding this to the other fraction, let me show you what happens. Can you see that? Right? So if I ignore this part, so what is that we are looking at? We are looking at this particular scenario. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And we are selecting how many parts? We are selecting 3 parts. So 3 out of 4. So can we see that? It's 3 by 4. We were able to add the fractions because the denominator are the same. Now here 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. We can see the denominator are not the same. So first we will figure out the LCM. Convert 1 by 2 to 3 by 6 and 1 by 3 to 2 by 6. Those are your equivalent fraction. Now, since the denominators are the same, you just add the numerator. 3 plus 2 is 5 and 5 by 6. Okay, so let me take up 2 by 5 and 5 by 6. So our agenda is to make the denominator same, but the denominator is already same, so we can directly add the numerator, right, and write 5 in the denominator. We should not add the denominator. And so this will be 3 by 5. Okay. Now 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2. So 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2. So first thing is the denominator are not the same. So we need to figure out the LCM between 4 into, which is our denominator, and the LCM is 4. And then convert 3 by 4, it already has 4 in it. 1 by 2 to some fraction which has 4 in the denominator. So how do you get? By multiplying with 2. So 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4. And so basically, okay, let me continue here itself. 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2 can be written as 2 by 4. Since the denominator is same, I'll just write 4, and in the numerator I'll write the numerator of other two fractions, 3 minus 2, and 3 minus 2 is 1. This is 1 by 4. Okay, so let me show this. So we have first number is 3 by 4. So let me choose 3 by 4. And the second number is 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2. So we can clearly see this, right? We can clearly see this. No, we don't have space. I'll just do it over here. If I happen to, so we have 3 by 4. If I happen to remove this part, this red part, how much of blue part is left? Just one block. Do you guys agree? Just this. This is left over. Because this is removed, this is removed. Removed as in taken away. So basically we have 4 blocks and only one is chosen. This is not chosen, this is not chosen, this is not chosen. So what is the left over? 1/4. And so that's our answer. Does that make sense? So that's how you do addition and subtraction. Quite simple. Find the equivalent fraction so that the denominator is same, and then do your operation. So one last example. If you have 2 by 3 meter of cloth and add 1 by 6 meter, what's the total length? So we have a piece of cloth that is 2 by 3 and another piece of cloth that is 1 by 6. They're asking us to figure out the total length of this. So we have, first thing is LCM of 3 and 6. What is the LCM of 3 and 6? 6, because 6 is divisible by 3, and that's our LCM over here. Now 1 by 6 is already 6, 2 by 3 is what we need to convert. So 2 and 3, what should I multiply so that I get 6 in denominator? What should I do over here? 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 by 6. So 2 by 3 can be rewritten as 4 by 6, and this is 1 by 6, and 4 plus 1 is 5 by 6. Okay, let me actually do step by step. 4 plus 1 by 6, right? We're adding the numerator, and this is 5 by 6 meter. So let me write the answer over here. Total length is 5 by 6 meters. Okay, Very simple process. We have done all of this. It's just a revision of all the points that we have learned till now. So can you see that addition and subtraction are like stacking up things, or if not removing things, provided the things are of the same size. That's a simple rule. So how do you make things to be of same size? By getting the equivalent fraction so that the denominator is same. And that process is written over here, Brahmagupta's method of addition, and we have subtraction which is similar to this. And we have a bunch of examples over here.